Here's a quick update on the garden. We are taking up all of the black garden fabric and I'm gonna till this. This is my third year gardening right here. And I didn't till it last year. I just put leaves down after the first season and the second season. So now I'm gonna till this up and just mix up the soil a little bit. So that is what we are doing this week. Teaching the kids how to till. Caitlin is just dragging my cultivator around on top of the soil, but she's enjoying herself. I'm raising farmers or gardeners. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear me because it's super windy all of a sudden. Ooh, I'm out of breath. Okay, so we got the rest of this tilled up. I'm trying to kind of move the dirt around and level it back out because we had a couple of low spots where like water would pool up, but it's not a big deal. But just trying to level it out a little bit. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do this log raised bed over here that I've had in the middle where I usually plant sunflowers and marigolds and stuff. I think I'm probably still gonna do it. It's just annoying because we've got the grow fabric over here, so there's no weeds, but over here around this bed it just like gets covered in grass. I just tilled it and I think I'm gonna try to put grow fabric on at least the ends, maybe not in between those 4 blueberry bushes, but on the ends, and then plant flowers in that, because this grass, I mean this ground over here, I never thought it would look this good. Like there's no grass, no weeds, because I've had that ground cover on it for 3 years, or no, actually only 2, because the first year I didn't have it. Anyways, so if I do that, then it should kill that grass, and then that bed will be looking great like this. And I'm leaving that black plastic over there. That was grass last year and I was having to mow in that little section right there, so I'm going to keep that covered. I think you're supposed to do it until it gets like good and hot outside, so I probably won't plant anything in there this year. I don't know, you can see dead grass right there on the edge because I had another piece of garden fabric right there, but I took it up. So yeah, after that dies next year, I'll have that much more growing space. But this is what it looks like right now as we're getting ready for planting time. I'll try to find a picture of my garden the first year I had it so you can compare. Let me scoot back here. There's the fence. And this is where I have gardened at. Alright, so we got the garden covered back up, and it's really nice this week. We're supposed to have really bad storms tomorrow night. Hopefully no tornadoes. But I got all of that covered back up, and then I decided to keep this bed just because I think it looks so cool. I love the logs, but I gotta have that grow fabric there because I'm still trying to kill off all that stinking crab grass or spider grass, whatever it's called. So I've got 3 sunflowers planted right here, the 4 blueberries in the middle, and then I did 3 more sunflowers down there. I went ahead and planted some green beans on both sides of that trellis, and I think I did peas on the other side too. Then down there, peas. And I found an old dried jalapeno pepper, and I planted the seeds that were left in that, so we'll see if that comes up. My rose back here, I think this is my yellow rose. It's looking good. Ignore the trashy city side of the back of our property here. I gotta spray behind this fence. I hate poison and I don't want to use it, but I have to because, oh my goodness, every year I forget what it's called. I think it's called privet. Anyways, if you can see this big thorny green weed, it is covering this entire back fence, and it even grows up just randomly through the yard because it's like a root, and it sends off shoots everywhere. Here's a baby one coming up. That's the leaves on it, and it is just everywhere. There's all those stalks back there. But I'm gonna try to spray it before it gets super out of control, just to try to control it a little bit, because it just hangs over this fence. And when I mow, I get hooked by the thorns. Okay, so this is where I got the peas and green beans planted. I still gotta come back here and till this area up and under that trellis for my tomatoes, but I'll do that when we get closer to planting time. And now I think I'm going to get the girls to help me measure the garden to see how much growing space I have, because I measured it, maybe last year, but I can't remember how much space I have, so I'm going to measure it so I can tell you guys, because it's kind of hard to see how big a space is through a camera. Stand right there at the corner of that. No, you can just stand up. You don't have to sit down. Oh, yeah.
What? Does it come out?
Come on. Hold it straight. Okay, this is 25 feet. Come down here. That's like 30 feet wide. Yeah, 35. What did I say? 30 feet long. Just go to the logs. So 30 by 20. Okay, so it's 30 feet wide that way, and then just under 20 feet this way. Plus my little flower raised bed thing right here, which is probably like 4 feet wide by 30 feet long. And then all of these, I got 4 of these beds on each side of the trellises. Then I have my raised bed back there. That's a 4 by 8. And then I usually plant, last year I planted onions along the rocks on that side, and okra. And then there's like a walkway, and then I do my tomatoes on that trellis. And then hopefully, whenever it stops raining enough, I'm probably not going to be able to plant too much summer stuff in this raised bed, just because of when I'll get it filled. I'm just waiting on my brother-in-law to get the dirt. He can't go dig it up yet because it's been too muddy and rainy, so we may have to wait until after April, but I'm going to try to plant a lot of perennial things in here, like asparagus, strawberries, maybe some herbs, maybe some perennial flowers. Just, I want it to be kind of like a guaranteed food bed that's just reproducing on its own every year, where I don't have to plant too much in there. And then back here will be all my annual stuff. But yeah, guess that's all for this week. We're about to have a bunch of rain and storms and bad weather, so maybe I'll be uploading a video of that tomorrow night if we end up in the storm shelter like we did last year. But anyways, see you next time. My fruit trees are waking up. I'm so excited. Look at all the little green leaves. That's one of my apple trees. Then I got one right there. And one right there. Not focusing. There we go. And then I have my 2 dwarf fruit trees in the back. And they're all looking great. And they're all waking up. I'm so excited. And the crepe myrtles should be waking up soon. I know a lot of people keep asking me about them. Here they are. Do a little update before they start blooming. I've still got some 2x4s just kind of propping them up because I planted them last year, so I'm still giving them time to send off new roots and really get established and take a hold in the ground, because those 2 on the ends were the side parts of the tree that we cut off. So they had the least amount of roots on one side, the opposite side of where these 2x4s are holding them up. Like that one was like a huge chunk of root, and we just chopped it like right in half. So literally there was nothing on the other side. But yeah, so excited to see them bloom this year. Last year we only got a partial bloom out of them because I transplanted them in like April or May, so it was pretty late to be digging them up. My hostas are coming up right there. And right here, and my silly cats keep digging in my flower beds. So I don't know if this one's gonna make it or not, because they literally, I just had to bury that spot back because a cat decided to go potty there. But I bought some lavender. One died over there. The other one is struggling. I got them from Walmart. Don't suggest doing that because it was $15 for 2 of them, and one died like 2 days after I got it. But those are supposed to deter the cats. But yeah, I don't know if it's working or not, especially since this one's half dead. I think it's gonna be okay though, if it makes it through the storm tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys know any awesome plants that keep cats out of your flower beds, please tell me in the comments. Here's my honeysuckle, looking great. Let's see what else we've got. Have not mowed yet this year. I usually wait until after Easter. Here's my 2 clematis. Can't really see it with the mud. This one is putting on leaves. Looking okay. I got these last summer and they like died after I got home. But this one's like 18 inches tall now. And I don't know anything about clematis, but that one is actually climbing. This one is like a full-on little bush. That's crazy. But yeah, I thought for sure they were both goners. They just died in the pots last year because it got like so hot and we had a drought. But they are both coming back and I'm super excited to see them when they start growing good. Look at all the little bumblebees. We have never had this many bees, like ever. It's super cool. Like, we literally don't see bumblebees until summer when my sunflowers are up. And then I see like a whole bunch of those really, really big ones. But this year there's like a ton of these. What are they? Honeybees or something? The smaller ones. There's so many. Hey, little bee. And here is our new shed. I still got to paint it, and we got to finish the roof on the other side. Hopefully we're going to get that done tonight because I am ready to fill that thing up. But those are all the updates for now. Next project I want to tackle is my chicken coop. Okay, it's later in the evening, and we got both sides of the roof finished. The door is hung. We only got 2 pieces of trim on, but we'll finish the rest. We just had to get the roof finished and the door on before the storm comes tomorrow. But I am so excited.